Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to B Sports Picks. I'm gonna hook you guys up with a play in baseball, and yet we had a 4-day winning streak that came to an end yesterday. It was a 6-5 day, so that even though the wins were higher than the losses, because of the odds, it was a slight loss day. So I'm gonna show you guys the slips, and I'm gonna give you guys a very strong play today. There's a lot of contradictions as far as like what the public thinks is gonna happen, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm going with the team that I'm going with. Stick around for that if you like that information. And there's only 6 games, so there's not a lot going on. I do a couple of batter props. They're already posted in the VIP for that, and I'm going to show you guys the team that I really like. If that sounds good to you, man, make sure that you subscribe. If you want to start beating the books and stuff like that, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment when you see the videos post if you have any questions. All right, so a quick recap. Yesterday we had the Mets at a -1.5. I believe I threw that out there. I can't remember. I know for sure I put it in the VIP, so that hit easily. What was the score? Let me see. I think the score was like 13-5. Mets -1.5. That got a hit. That hit. Then we had Bobby Witt Jr., Jose Ramirez, and then these two under RBIs have been amazing. This one was very decent. I had to raise. I took this at a money line when they were down. So they were down like 2-0, and I ended up hitting that live. And I'm glad I did, because that kind of brought up my numbers. We had the Phillies and the Giants, the under 1.5 no-run first innings. We had Michael Garcia, and then this is the one I was saying I had to push at a -1. They were supposed to win this easily, but they ended up pushing. So I'm actually glad about that, because the way the game started looked like shit, and they were like all the way in the 7th inning or something when they finally started scoring. Either way, they came back and tied my bet right there. So that's what it was, guys. It broke my winning streak, 4-day winning streak that we had going. It broke. So either way, that's what it is. What it is. This is what happens. So let me just kind of tell you, this is what happened. We had 4 batters that didn't get a hit. I have usually Sundays are really bad. I've mentioned that many times. So the Brewers didn't come through for us, and then 4 batters didn't come through. So my unit size is about $50. So that's right here is literally just $200 just on these 4 batters. And again, guys, if you like these sort of breakdowns, make sure you subscribe. I give a lot of free value. I'm going to be giving away 2 batter props in the free channel. So go to the link in the description and click on free. And then that's where I'll put my 2 batter props. So let me get right into this. I like the Cubs today, and I'll tell you why. Even though that there's, like I said, the public is all over the Phillies and the sharp is all over the Cubs. I'm not going to get into all. You can see there's a lot of data here. I'll give you the breakdown, but I'm not going to go through all this. There's a lot of stuff here. If you look at all this stuff, it's literally 2 pages of data, and I'll just break it down very quickly over here. So the first thing you want to look at is the line move. The line move started as the Cubs as an underdog at a +130. It's currently sitting at around at a +110. So what this means is that the line is shifting in the favor of the Cubs, even though the heavy money is coming in on the Phillies. Well, not that heavy. It's like 56% or something like that. It's coming in on the Phillies. The line is still shifting in the direction of the Cubs. So the line is shifting in the direction of the Cubs as an underdog. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 options that you can choose from. You can pick whatever you want, and I'll tell you exactly what I'm going with. But this is a little bit trickier because it's so expensive at a +1.5, and I'll explain what I mean by that. So one of the little things I don't like is Wheeler. You can see Wheeler right here. He plays for the Phillies. He's an ace pitcher. He's gone 6-2 in his 8 starts, 2.96 ERA, 94 strikeouts. Compare that to Boyd, 3.0 ERA, 5-3 in the last 8 starts, 70 strikeouts. This is where it kind of gets interesting, though. Look at all this. There's not a lot of data that shows Philly versus Boyd. So I guess he came in as a reliever, or he only pitched a couple of innings. For whatever reason, there's not a lot of data right here. He has not played them. And then you look over here, though, Wheeler versus Chicago. There's a bunch of data here, and you can see most of these guys are getting hits. They're averaging good numbers here against Wheeler. Even though this dude is a good pitcher, Cubs got his number. They got right here 3.33, 6.67, 4.44. I hope that makes sense, guys. One of the bigger numbers here is the 1.9 right here. Check this out. The Phillies are 1-9 in the last 10 games. And this is the thing. I mean, they're going against Skeens, which Skeens is a great pitcher, but then you got over here Haney, Falter, and then they're losing to teams like Toronto Blue Jays and the Brewers. So the Pittsburgh is not that good. I mean, with Skeens they are, but overall Pittsburgh is not good at all. And then they're losing to teams like that. So 1-9 in the last 10. All right, that's something you got to consider as well. Now check this out. This is the batting whenever this is red, the red circle here or red area, that's like the strong heat that's coming out. You know what I mean? Like this is very, very strong data that's coming in towards the Cubs. You compare that to the Phillies, they're kind of ice cold over here, except for Schwarber. So Schwarber has been doing very, very well. He's the first batter for the Phillies over here. And the rest of the batters are not that good. They're not getting a lot of hits. Even Alec Bohm, which is a monster, Realmuto, Trey Turner, all of these dudes are very good batters, but you can see they're not great right now. They're kind of cold. Compare that again to the Cubs. Whenever it's red like this, it means they're hot. That means they're good. It's good. Another thing too, you can see the projections here. Let me kind of zoom in a little bit. The projections are 5.2 for the Cubs, 4.6 for the Phillies. And again, look at these 5 circles. That means they've lost the last 5 games straight up. Okay. Cubs do have a better record overall. So this is what I'm going with, guys. I'm going to go with the Cubs money line at a plus 115. That's where I was able to get it at. These are the 3 options you should think about. If you don't want to risk it too much, if you think the Cubs ain't going to take it, the Phillies, I showed you about the Wheeler and all that stuff, you might want to get the Cubs plus 1 three-way money line. And what this means is that they can go the three-way money line means that they have to win within the 9 innings. If they go into extra innings, you lose the bet. So that's the risk. That's why the odds are still decent, but you're risking that they're not going to go into innings. Anyway, that'll get you a plus 1. So even if the Cubs lose, they have to lose by more than 1. So that's a decent one for that. But then the Cubs right here, it's too expensive, like I mentioned, for a plus 1.5 to get the plus 1.5, meaning they have to lose by 2. The odds are extremely expensive at a minus 190. So I'm not gonna do that. I believe the Cubs got a chance to win today, and I'll take the risk. I do have a couple of batter props I mentioned. I'm going to throw those inside the free channel. So go to the link in the description and click on free. DJ says, my guy is legit. Follow and subscribe. He knows his stuff, and he explains with great detail. For the free picks, pricing is hard to find anywhere. With the capper stuff gives away. Thanks, man. Thank you. I know, DJ, I had actually a screenshot here. Let me see if I can find it. No, I don't have it. But I had a screenshot here of DJ. I think he made like 1.5K the other day. So congratulations on that. If you guys like the Cubs, I'm going to take the Cubs. I do have 2 batter props that I like. Actually, 3 batter props. Like I mentioned, I'm going to throw them inside the free channel. VIP already got the hookup for the under RBIs, the 1 hits, and then this Cubs. If you love these breakdowns, make sure you subscribe. If you want help building your bankroll, there's links in the description. Once you click on the link in the description, there's chances there to go like one-on-one, things like that. Like we could teach you this sort of stuff, how we come up with these plays, where do we find our information and all that stuff. Those links are inside the description. I appreciate you guys being here. Once I post this video, please make sure you like and comment and subscribe. Thank you guys, man. Let's have a great day.